Onyalu ebube, onyalu ebube, onyalu ebube, dalu. Ibo onyalu ebube, onyalu ebube, onyalu ebube, ndewo. You're welcome, my lovely brothers and sisters. I know you had a beautiful time today. I know some of you went to church, some of you did not go because of one reason or the other. Yeah, but all the same, you're welcome once again. I still remain your lovely sister, Esther. Yeah, that's who I am. Yeah, that's my name. Yeah, this week I have a little thing to share with us, a very little things to share with us today that will lead us this week. You understand? I want to talk to her about our habit, just briefly about our habits. Habit, you can call it your character, the formation of your habits. You understand? So I want you to take note of your character this week. I want you to take note of your disposition, the disposition of the way you do things, the way you act, the way you say the things you say this week, because it matters a lot. No great man or woman that does not have a wonderful habit. Your habit determines who you become. Your habit determines your height in life. Your habit determines your height in life. If you have a wonderful habit, you have a wonderful life. You have a terrible habit, you're also going to have a terrible life. So this week, my admonition to us this week is that we should take note of our habits, take note of our character, the way we think, the way we act, the way we see things that happens to us and to others, the way we judge matters, the way we execute, the things we intend to execute, the way we act in our office, the way we act in our business places. You have to take note because you have to remember in everything you do that your habits determines your height. So no matter the height you want to attain, it is possible. If only your habits is resounding with the height, your habit is speaking the same language with that very height you want to attain. You understand? Because you cannot have a wonderful life when you have a terrible character. When you have a terrible character, you have a terrible hard attitude towards life, towards people that are around you. You understand? That's the only way you can attain where you want to attain. You understand? If you have a beautiful and a loving character. So you have to take note of the things you do, of how you act, how you talk to people, how you reason, and how you interpret what people do. Because you interpret what people do to you or do to others based on the habits and character you have. Whatever it is that happened to you, you interpret it based on the character you have built. You understand? You have built in yourself. And one thing again is that if you have noticed that you have a terrible habit, you have a bad character, you can change it. You can change it. You can change any character. You can build upon any good character that you have, any good habit you have. You can build upon it. That's one of the wonderful things about life. God has given to us the ability to build upon anything good that we want to build upon. And He has also given to us the ability to transform any bad or terrible character that we want to transform. For example, if you are that kind of person that you spend extravagantly on things that are not really needful at the moment, you understand? You know you have a lot of clothes, you have a lot of wear already, and you know you can enjoy those ones. But just because you have built this habit of anytime money comes into your hand, you want to go for shopping, you want to buy things that you know that are not really needful at that time. You can change it because that money you can actually convert it and invest it on some other thing that will yield more profit. And you can also use it to bless some other person's life. You understand? Instead of going to accumulate clothes that sometimes 1 or 2 years you have not even touched some of them. You understand? Some of us like buying shoes, we like making different, carrying different, wearing different hair. And there are a lot of people that are suffering around us. There are some children that are not going to school since this term resumed, and you know them. And now you have 100,000 you want to throw out because you want to change your hair. And the hair you are wearing already is still new and still beautiful. And you know that from that 100,000 naira you have, You can actually help somebody from it, even if it's 20,000 or 50,000. You can give it to help and relieve that person from whatever it is the person is going through. Why not choose to be that way? Why not choose to be selfless that way? It's not all about us. It's not all about you. Life is not all about you. What stays long is how many life that you are able to affect. It's not how many hairs you are able to wear. It's not how many clothes, designers you are able to buy. But what stays long, that stays the test of time, is how many people's life that you are able to affect, because they will never forget you. They might not come back to tell you thank you. But when they are telling their story, even though they didn't say it, but somebody might have seen it when you did it, the person will never forget it. The person will always remember, even though the person did not remember it. God is the one you did it to. Is the one, anyone. The Bible said that he that lends to the poor lends to the Lord. So you see, when you are doing good to somebody that is handicapped, somebody that is not, that is less privileged, you are not actually doing it for the person to come back and tell you thank you. No, I am not saying that it is wrong for the person to come back and say thank you. But remember that that person, even though the person did not come back, your thanks come from the Lord. It is only God who can reward you. It is only God. So whenever you are doing good to somebody, don't do good because you want people to snap you or video you and post it on social media that, yeah, he pays school fees for so person, or he gave some woman money to start business. Those are nonsense. Your reward is in it. Your reward is in those praise that you are receiving from being advertised in every platform because you did good to somebody. The Bible says when you're doing good, you shouldn't allow your giving arm, you shouldn't allow somebody that is sitting close to you to see what you're giving to the other person. So giving to somebody or doing somebody, let us work on our attitude, on our habit, on making, publicizing everything we do. Because our reward is in that publicity. Our reward is in how many people that applauded us because we did something wonderful. When you're giving to somebody, don't give to the person because you know that the person will come back to appreciate you. Don't give a political giving. Because one of the things we are known for in this country is to give in a political way. Politicians, they blow whistle on little things they do. These are things that they know that is yours rightfully, but they want to do it as though they are doing it from their pockets. That's how politicians do. We are believers. We don't need to do things like unbelievers. We don't need to behave like politicians. When you want to do good, you do it without minding who is seeing you or who did not see you. And let it be within you and your God. And when the time for the reward comes, it is God that will reward you. You don't need to expect something from somebody you did good to, because number one, you are not doing it to that person. So let us work on our attitude, our habits when it comes to giving. You understand? On our habit, let it not just be about us. Let it not just be about us. Let us look out and look aside and look to the neighbor, the person that is sitting close to us, our next door neighbor. Sometimes they might be looking very beautiful, but you might not know. They have not even eaten for how many days. But you have money to throw around to buy those things when you have other good ones that you can still use. I'm not saying that getting good hair is not good. I'm not saying buying good clothes is not good. But you know very well that you have more than enough. That even if you didn't buy that hair, you didn't wear that good designer shoe or handbag or wear that wonderful Brazilian hair, you understand that it does not matter any that even though you didn't wear it, you have much more in the house to wear. Why not use it and bless life this week? Learn this habit of giving selflessly. Selfless giving. This week, I admonish us to give selflessly, sorry. Give selflessly. And your reward, it is God that will grant it to you. And He will bring it to you when you need it most. Not when you are looking up to some other person to do it. God will give it to you when you needed it most. So this week, I admonish us, learn this beautiful habit of giving to people without demanding anything in return. Give selflessly because we are the children of the Most High. Our God gave to us selflessly when He gave Jesus to us because He knew that we can never repay Him. There's nothing we will use to repay the gift of Christ that came to die for us. So the same way, in little ways, you can do what you are doing. Give the way you can give, and you will see that it's also God that will reward you bountifully. God bless you. God bless you. I would like you to like my videos, like this video, If it has blessed you, like it and share. Share to people. There are people that need this. There are people that doesn't know this thing I'm telling you. But when you share to them, they will be able to learn and also do good. And God richly reward you as you do that this week. I love you guys. Have a lovely day. Have a lovely week. Thank you very much.